everyone. I'm coming to you live at Northern Virginia Therapeutic Riding Program in Clifton, Virginia. It's a beautiful day outside. I wanted to get rid of my mask for a little bit and get some fresh air and introduce you to what we do here at our farm. Let me introduce myself. My name is Lindsay Collier and I'm a therapeutic riding instructor here on the weekends. And during the week, I'm actually a full-time first grade teacher in Fairfax County Public Schools. So I know that distance learning has been really hard for all of my students, and they were so disappointed that they couldn't get to their spring field trip. So we thought we would do a virtual field trip here at the farm. So a little bit about NVTRP. We've been around since 1980. We currently have 16 horses on our farm, and we're looking to maybe get a few more. Sometimes we have between 15 and 18 in our herd. And we offer a variety of services here. One of the things that I do is I'm a therapeutic riding instructor. So I teach students with special needs or a disability how to ride a horse. And we'll set functional riding goals for our students, as well as they benefit from riding the horse, balancing, building their strength and their confidence. We also offer hippotherapy, which instead of going to a physical therapist office where you might be in a gym using weights and bands, we use the movement of the horse to support therapeutic goals where students can build strength in their muscles in their body for balance and stability to get through day-to-day life activities. And in addition to our therapeutic riding programs, we also partner with local members of the community to offer lots of services, including horsemanship. We partner with at-risk youth programs, local elementary schools, military personnel, and we also go to some senior living residences. Hey everyone, we are here at our barn, and this is a horse's stall. So when we go home, we have a shelter. Maybe it's a house or an apartment. We live there, we sleep there, we eat there. Well, this is a horse's house all in one. So come on into the stall and let me show you where they live. So we have a big wide stall so the horses can move around. They sometimes lay down when they take a nap and sleep, so they have lots of space. We make the bottom of the floor really comfortable. You can see that there's rubber padding underneath, and then we've got these shavings that absorb liquid, so when they go to the bathroom, it absorbs it and keeps it dry and clean. We have their water buckets here. Horses drink lots of water, especially in this heat. They need to stay hydrated, so we always keep them full. And we have their hay and a hay net so that it doesn't drop all over the floor and get dirty, so they can come on in and eat from this. So they have their all-in-one home where they can use the bathroom, the restroom in here. They can eat in their kitchen, and then they can also sleep. Hey everyone, we're back and we are at our feed shed. So at home you might have a kitchen or a pantry where you prepare your food for eating. Well, we have the same here, but it's in a barn. Come on in. So horses eat a lot. Horses eat about almost 2% of their body weight. So for 1,000 pounds, that's 20 pounds a day. That's a lot of food. So every day we prepare their lunch and their dinner in here. Just like humans eat lots of different things in our diet, we need sugar and salt and protein and carbohydrates to keep us energized. Horses also need the same thing. So they eat a combination of grains as well as their hay. And grain looks like these little pellets here. So they get that in their food bucket every day. And each horse gets a different amount depending on their weight. They get lots of different vitamins and supplements if they've got an injury that they're working through or if they need something extra. We have our medicines up here. So every day the barn staff come. They prepare their food for their meals in the morning and in the evening. And this is where we set it up. And then we close it up at the end of the day so that the horses can't ever get to it and we don't get any critters in here. Hi everyone, we are back at our tack shed. So at home, when you get dressed in the morning and get ready, you probably have a closet where you store everything. Well, horses also have things that they wear, but we just call it equipment or tack. And we keep it in our tack shed. So come on in. On one side, we keep all of their saddles. So this is what goes on to the horse when our students are riding. And just like you would wear a belt to keep your pants up, horses have something similar. It's called a girth. And that's what goes underneath to hold the saddle in place. We have our saddle pads labeled for each one of our horses. That helps protect the horse's back when the saddle is sitting right on top. And then we have our grooming buckets that are labeled for each one of our horses. So we use brushes and things to keep ourselves clean while we have to do the same thing for our horses. So each bucket might have a curry comb in it, and this is used to get all that dirt off of their hair and kind of bring it to the surface. And then we might use a hard and a soft brush to brush that dirt off afterwards to keep them clean. And then just like we have to take care of our feet to protect, the bottom of our soles, we protect our horses' feet by using a hoof pick, and it'll get out the dirt and rocks. If you can imagine walking around with a rock in your shoe, it would be really painful. It's the same thing for a horse. So we'll clean that out and make sure that they're ready to go every day. And we also have the rest of our tack, our stirrups for riding, your feet go in, and their bridles, which helps when you're controlling your horse, when you're riding your horse, you might hold on to the reins. We wear shoes and things on our body, even like a brace if we have an injury. So we have all sorts of boots for our horses to protect their feet when they're out doing work. Hey everyone, we are back and we are here in our outdoor arena. So if you think when you go to gym class or PE at school to get your exercise in, well, this is where our horses get their exercise. It's a huge ring. It's made of this really soft sandy material on the ground to protect their feet. And this is where we mount our riders, where our riders get on our horses. So we have just a mounting block that riders can step up and step over the horse. And then we also have a ramp for our really, really tall horses that it's harder to get on. And we even have some riders that have a wheelchair, so we can wheel them up and then mount them from the top. So this is where the horses do their exercising and our students are riding and learning their lessons. So we are here in our round pen, and this is one of my favorite places on the farm. So here in a round pen, we use this to exercise our horses if they're not being ridden on top. So in the round pen, we're not using any sort of rope like a lead line or a lunge line to exercise our horses. Instead, you're using your connection with your horse, so your energy, your voice level, your body language will connect with your horse, and you're actually asking them to walk, trot, canter from the ground in the center just with your voice commands. And I just love this because you get to see them from the ground. You can watch their movement, especially if they're coming back from an injury. You can watch to make sure that they're healthy and their body's moving in the right way, and then also build that ground-to-ground connection with each other. Hi everyone, I am out in the field and my buddy Prince was rubbing up and itching. He's got some flies on him, so you can see that a lot of our horses wear fly masks to protect their face because it can be very irritating in the summertime when there's lots of bugs flying around. So this is one of our fields, and horses spend a lot of their time, we call it turnout, so between the stall when they're inside or outside in the field. Horses are very social animals, so, excuse you. So they want to be in groups, and a group of horses is called a herd. And just like people have different personalities, horses do as well. Some are more dominant, more alpha, some are a little bit more passive, but they definitely like to be together and interact. They love to eat, so they're out here grazing for a lot of the day. And all of our fields have a shelter so that in case there's rain or a thunderstorm or in the winter, snow, they can seek shelter and protection from the sun. And you can see one of our horses is wearing a full fly sheet as well as the mask to protect him from the sun. Horses can get sunburned as well as to keep the pesky flies away because it can be very irritating to their skin. So they're just out here enjoying their lunch, and we're gonna let them eat some more. All right, everyone, thank you for joining us today on our virtual field trip. I hope you had an amazing time getting to explore our farm. We have been stuck inside for so long, so it felt really good to get out and get some fresh air and meet our horses. So I hope with your distance learning, you're able to get a little piece of the outside, inside at home. And we at NVTRP cannot wait to get back to our normal routine and see all of our riders and partners. So we hope to see you soon.